Hello everyone, hope everyone's having a great week and everyone had a meaningful Pesach. In this week's Torah portion, Parshat Shemini, we read of the tragic death of Aaron's two children, of Nadav and Avihu. That while the tabernacle was being inaugurated with this great joy and great simcha, Nadav and Avihu died in a very horrific, tragic way. One of the reasons our sages tell us is why they died was that they were intoxicated when they were performing the service, that they became drunk before doing the service in the temple, that as Kohanim, as priests in the temple, they decided on their own, for whatever reason, that it would be beneficial for them to have a little drink before performing the services. And Aaron, who's witnessed this terrible event, his reaction to this tragedy, in the famous words the Torah tells us, Vayidom Aaron, and Aaron was silent. Even though he witnessed this terrible tragedy of seeing his two children die, Aaron didn't question, he didn't ask why. Vayidom Aaron, and Aaron was silent. And the Torah tells us that Aaron received a schar, received reward for remaining silent. What was the reward that he received? That in the next portion of the Torah, right after Aaron's silence, Hashem spoke directly to Aaron. That normally when Hashem would give a commandment, he would give it to Moshe or to Moshe and Aaron. But here, Hashem rewarded Aaron by giving a commandment directly to him. And it says that Hashem said to Aaron and not to Moshe. What was the commandment that Aaron was given as a reward for remaining silent? The Torah tells us that Aaron was given the commandment of not to become intoxicated, that any Kohen who's about to perform the service, he shouldn't have anything to drink. And that commandment was directly given to Aaron as a reward for remaining silent. And it always bothered me that it didn't seem like that was much of a reward to Aaron. Because every time that Aaron would think of this commandment, every time he would hear the words of don't drink, don't become intoxicated, wouldn't it remind him of his children? Wouldn't it remind him of this tragic death? It didn't seem like that was much of a reward that Aaron was receiving. This past week on Wednesday, I was in Tucson learning with the JAC students. And I was learning with one of the JAC students, Hannah Tzedek, and this question came up. And Hannah provided a beautiful answer. She said that Aaron was always concerned maybe he wasn't forgiven for his role in the golden calf. Maybe Hashem wanted to have a distant relation with him. Maybe there was no way to repair that relationship. And maybe, more than that, maybe the death of his two children were part of the punishment of him receiving for his role in the golden calf. But Hashem specifically gave him the mitzvah of not to become intoxicated, because Hashem was sending him a message that by becoming intoxicated, it blurs his ability to have a connection with Hashem. A Kohen who performs the service intoxicated is not going to be able to have clarity and deep connection with Hashem. And Hashem was saying to Aaron, I love you so much. I want to have such a deep connection with you while you perform the service. And therefore, don't become intoxicated. Don't have anything to drink, so that we can have this unbelievable connection and relationship. Because if you get drunk, it will blur your ability to connect with me. So through the mitzvah that Hashem was giving to Aaron, in fact, Hashem was giving him a little kiss on the forehead and saying, I love you so much. I want to have an incredible relationship with you. And here's one of the ways how to do it. A true sign from Hashem that no matter what Aaron did, and whether it was bad, he's still desiring to have a beautiful, close relationship with Aaron. And the same holds true with all of us. No matter how far we go, no matter how distant we may become from Hashem, Hashem is always there to remind us, I want to have this most incredible, beautiful relationship with you for the rest of your lives. Shabbat Shalom.